What if one government policy could change the future of thousands of immigrants with a single decision? What if the road to an American green card no longer depend only on your qualification, but also whether the government believes you might need help one day? That is the question now confronting immigrants across the United States. The Trump's admin has officially reviewed one of the most debated immigrant policies in the recent year, the public charge rule. On paper, it is presented as a measure to protect American taxpayers. But beneath that announcement lies a much bigger story. Because this is not just about one paperwork, this is about who America believes that should be allowed to become a permanent resident. The Department of Homeland Security has scrapped the Biden era regulations that limited how the immigration officers assessed the green card applicants. Under those rules, officers could consider only a narrow list of the public benefits. Now the restriction is gone, and that everything changed. Starting September 18th, immigration officers will once again have a broader authority to examine the applicants on the case-by-case basis. They can look in the relevant factors while deciding whether someone is likely to become a US beneficiary or just a burden on the American taxpayers. The rule does not automatically reject the applicants who have received the benefits. Instead, it gives immigration officers a greater and more vague kind of idea and into the, whatever the uncertainties they should look into. The uncertainty is what worries the immigration lawyers and the applicants. For families already waiting for the green card and permanent residency, the question is no longer just whether they qualify or not. It is how the overall financial picture may be interpreted. And the administration says that the objective is simple: to ensure that the permanent residents can support themselves without relying on the taxpayer-funded assistance. Very clear about this, supporters argue that this reflects the original intent of the US immigration law. Critics, however, believe that the broader discretion could now create inconsistent decisions, discourage the eligible families from seeking the essential benefits, and also to who genuinely need them. And there is another important deadline approaching. The USCIS had confirmed the revised Form I-485, which is mandatory from 18. Applications submitted with older versions after that date will not be accepted. Now there is also a greater scrutiny over the signatures and even small paperwork mistakes. It signals another shift on how America defines the immigration in the recent years ahead and what kind of people it wants in. And the policies continue to evolve. One thing is becoming increasingly clear. For millions hoping to build a future in the United States, the rules are changing faster than ever, and the next chapter of America's immigration story is only just the beginning.